Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh with a YGO Omega Daily Duel, playing some new Swordsoul Tenyi in the new format. This hand is okay, nothing super exciting. Normal Moyi, hope it does not get negated. Reveal Adhara, make a token. Summon Grandmaster. Grandmaster Chainlink 1, Moyi Chainlink 2. Draw Ecclesia, not great. Search Emergence, add to hand. Activate Emergence, search Longyan, pitch Adhara. So we had too many hand traps to go for the full combo that we had in the last match. So opponent has not Nibiru'd. So normally what I do if my opponent, if we're in a position where we have to summon Grandmaster first and then our opponent does not Nibiru, I think it's safe to go into Sinister Sovereign, which is just a stronger card than Baron. So we're going to pass the turn, negate, banish, 2 hand traps, and teleport. So I think we're in pretty solid shape. Dark Ruler no more is obnoxious, so we lose some of our interruptions. Prosperity, okay, is our opponent playing Flunder? Banish 3. Okay, Banish 3 makes me think not Flutter. Okay, opponent's playing Sky Striker. What did they grab? Therion King Regulus. Okay. Have not seen the new Therion cards in action yet, so that's pretty cool. Has Hornet Drones. Sure, can't do anything about it. Summons the token. Summons Hayate. Once again, can't do anything about it. That Dark Ruler was pretty obnoxious. Opponent attacks us directly. Mills with Hayate. Dumps Engage. Well, definitely saw that one coming. Main phase 2. Makes Kagari, effective Kagari, target, engage. Going to Ghost Ogre Kagari because they don't have Ray Engrave. Why is my camera so... I don't know why my camera is out of focus. Activate Engage. We're going to Ash the Engage. And then just hope they don't have a follow-up, because we do still have 2 huge... Well, Mystic Mine definitely counts as a follow-up. But activates Regulus. Sure. Special summons Regulus, equips Hayate. End phase. We draw Thana. Not the best of draws. How do we get ourselves out of this? The problem with Swordsoul in specific is that we don't have a lot of ways to link summon down. Are we just stuck here? What exactly does this do? So when they activate a card or effect, they can send a Therion monster from hand or face up from the graveyard to negate the effect, but it doesn't destroy. Okay, I think we have to just pass. They can't use any of their Sky Striker stuff yet. Standby main. Passes. We draw a Longyan, also not useful. I think we're trying to draw Blackout. Blackout's probably our best draw. Draw phase, standby main. Pass the turn. So I think we wait until we draw a blackout or our opponent gets greedy. Desires, can't activate desires because blackouts are only main deck answer to the mine. Opponent draws. Standby main. Terraforming, are they going to out their own blackout or out their own mine? We would be good with that. Searches Therion, Discoliseum, another card I'm not familiar with. And just passes, okay. Vessel, great card, but not what we need right now. Pass the turn. Mystic, why is Mystic Mind still in this game? Like, honestly, this play pattern is awful for everybody involved. Like, this card has survived for too long. Opponent thinking about doing something. We don't have hand traps, really. We can get a Ghost Ogre, which isn't great. Okay, opponent just passes. Emergence. We will activate Emergence to thin our deck. Opponent's going to Ash Emergence. We're fine with that. We have better cards. They can Ash. Keeps them from discarding the hand size, which might be what they were doing. Opponent draws for turn. Standby main. Passes. We draw Ghost Ogre. Okay. Hand traps are good because once they blow the mine, we want as many ways to interact with our opponent as possible. So we pass. Standby main. Opponent has 7 cards in hand, so they're going to have to probably just set a Sky Striker spell. Sets a card. Sets 2 cards. Okay. We draw Moyi. Going to set desires. Pass the turn. Opponent draws. We do have more cards in our deck than our opponent, so they will have to blow the mine at some point. We draw Sacred Summit. We're going to set the Vessel. We want to hold on to this because this can get back Sinister Sovereign, which is really, really good against Sky Striker. Let's draw, standby main. Passes. Vishuda. Vishuda's good. Go to the end phase. Discard Blue Tenny Thana. Opponent draws for turn. Standby main. Activates Upstart. We will take some life points, sure. Is opponent finally gonna make a play? No. Can crash these. I feel like it's not good for them, but they can. End phase discards a rose. We draw teleport. Standby main. Set teleport. Pass the turn. Opponent draws. I have 20 cards left in their deck. We're halfway to beating our opponent. End phase, opponent passes, discards a Veiler. Called by, it's another draw we are very okay with. Set a called by, pass the turn. Standby main. Opponent also is giving up some. Activates another Dark Ruler, okay. Activates Discoliseum. So activated, they can add a Therion from deck to hand. Once per turn, if a monster would be destroyed by battle, you can send a Therion card or one Endless Engine YGO system from deck to grave instead. Once per turn, if a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, they can target a Therion in the grave and add it to hand. Okay, so that card's really good. We can't activate Sinister Sovereign. We're not dying this turn. They grab another Regulus. Normal's Ray. Activates Rose. Sure. What have you got, opponent? Makes Hayate. Sure. Makes... Why would you make Hayate there? Makes Kagari. Kagari targets engage. Will Ogre the Kagari because the Ray is still on the board? And they can't chain the Ray because they don't have a zone? Okay, so they chain Regulus. Discard Regulus. Well, we will... Called by the Regulus they discarded. Okay, negate, negate. They lose Kagari. They get engage. What else do you have, opponent? Link summons into Zeke. Activates Zeke. Targets the Sinister Sovereign. That's fine. Lose Sinister Sovereign for a turn. Activate Engage. Probably search Afterburner. Okay, searches Afterburner, draws a card. Activates Afterburner. Worth noting that no matter what happens, we can't die. We lose Teleport, which is probably the least important of our back row. And we're pretty set up to go off next turn. I don't know if our opponent's going to have enough interruptions to stop everything we have. I'm really wondering about the random Hayate summon. I think summoning Hayate here would be pretty good. Opponent thinking through their options. Regulus is an absurd card. I'm not sure how this deck synergizes with the Sky Striker stuff. I feel like they turned off a lot of their cards. But they also linked out of it pretty effectively. Also, being able to main deck Dark Ruler no more is pretty powerful, especially this format. Has a Shark Cannon. Gonna steal something. Targets an Ash. Okay. They're going Selene access code in a really roundabout way. Summons Halka Fibrax. Sure. So access code's gonna blow up all of our back row, which is obnoxious, but alright, going for Selene. Losing Desires kind of hurts, losing Vessel hurts. We don't really care about Teleport. Selene gets approximately 1,000,000 counters, gets back Valor, makes an access code. Target Selene, sure. Access code is huge. Activate, banish Selene. We lose Desires. We're losing everything. 100% losing everything. Hulk blows up Vessel. And Hayate blows up the Teleport. Has another Therion, but it's still negated. Go to battle. We take no damage, but opponent is sending us a message. They disapprove. See my main end phase. We draw Ash. That would have been good a turn ago. Stand by main. Activate Vishuda. Special Vishuda. Opponent Widow Anchor. Steal Vishuda. Have we used Taya yet? No. Special Ecclesia. Effective Ecclesia. Grab Taya. activate Taya, banish Moye, make a token, synchro into Grandmaster. Does opponent have a Solemn? Okay, we're going to do Taya on 1, Grandmaster on 2, because we actually care about Taya resolving more. Add Blackout to hand to deal with a potential mine. Dump a Vishuda. Does opponent have something? Opponent has priority. Playing a very interactive deck, they probably have something, but we don't know what. Alright, gives us priority again. Normal Moyi, effective Moyi, reveal. That was probably wrong. Probably should have revealed the Blackout that we searched. So opponent knows we have Longyan now. Vishuda, target access code. Synchro into Baxia. Keeps giving our opponent priority when we are attempting a synchro summon, so this has to be a Solemn or something that can negate a summon. Alright, Baxia resolves chain 1, target our opponent's set, chain 2 Moe, draw a card, get rid of our opponent's back row, draw a Moe, activate Longyan, discard Moe. What does our opponent have? Does this have any quick effects that we don't know about? Could have Lancia, Crow, Valor. I think they would have used a Valor already. Summon a token. Do we get Nibiru? If we don't get Nibiru, we like absolutely just win here, right? Synchro summon into Baron. What in the world does our opponent have? Alright, activate Longyan, burn. An opponent concedes. Okay, I don't know what effect they could have possibly had there. So, Skystriker, Therion don't have a lot for going second. I think we bring in Cyclones for sure. Go down. Callby's good against Ray. Go down Droplet. Ogre isn't great, but can stop. Multi-roll. Ash is good. Cut, teleport, teleport. Summit. Bring in draw. If our opponent just goes terraforming, draw's really good. If they go, we started playing upstart, so draw's really good. So draw can be hit or miss, but it has a lot of potential. And then we have to bring in Cyclone for Mystic Mine. Alright, opponent. What? All of our opponents take longer than we do to side deck. Like, consistently, I think, like, there's been, like, I can count on one hand the number of times our opponents on this series have sided faster than us. So I don't know why that is. I feel like you should have some idea. Maybe I don't think through siding enough, but opponent is taking the full time they are entitled to, which good for them, I guess. Use every available resource. Zero. Omega, are you there? Oh, I really, really hope we get to finish this match. Our opponent's deck was super interesting. All right, here we go. We have draw. Opponent's making us go first. Okay. And oh my god. Okay. That's disappointing. I wanted to see how this match finished out. So what do we do? Special Vishuda, make a monk. No, that plays into. I think the probably conservative line, activate Longyon, pitch Vishuda, make Baron to play around a hand trap. Normal Ecclesia, summon Moyi, Grandmaster, search Blackout, draw a card. What I would like to do is Longyon, summon the Sinister Sovereign, and then draw an extra card. But that plays super hard into Nib, and our opponent looks like a deck that would be playing very high impact cards like Nib. Well, GG, we will take our win. Opponent, your deck was really interesting. I wish you'd have finished the match, but GG, opponent.